Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy Uche with another video. I'm gonna try to make this video not too long. I really don't know how long this video gonna be. Maybe it will be long. Maybe it'll be very long. Maybe it'll be very short. But I want to come out here and talk my shit. And this thing called life, man. This thing called life, bro. Like this thing called life. This is a whole trip. This is a whole trip. Like we done good. We done good. We done good. We done good. Like, yo, y'all don't feel this shit. Y'all don't feel the Matrix. Y'all don't feel the Matrix. You don't feel it. How come you don't feel it? Like I can't see that this shit is not real. Like, are you not seeing it? Yo, cannot be only me. I cannot be the only person that can perceive the nonsensity in this place, but we thank God. First of all, I want to say shout out to all the two or three people who truly respect me, follow me, you know, listen to my message, like take it serious, you know what I'm saying? Like two or three of y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you. May God keep you as we journey through this thing called life and go back home to where we belong. Happen nonsense. Shout out to y'all. The rest of you, we thank God. It's really interesting how this word, man. Father Lord Almighty. It's really interesting how when I talk truth to power, which is majority of what I talk about on my channel, on my pages, a lot of y'all pay it dusty. I just keep scrolling. But when I show my ass, my DM be popping. Father. When you see body, when you see slim waist and fat nyash, you see this and that, I start popping. They start messaging you, which I miss you. I mean, they miss you. I say your father, your papa, you miss you won't collect. Not okay, no. It's on good. So for the two or three of y'all that don't give a shit about all that vapid, vain shit and take my word serious, you know, even though you don't necessarily comment or like or promote, which I will appreciate, Chad, because you know what I'm saying, the more you participate, the more the algorithm promotes it to people who can benefit from the message just like you are. Okay, so that's why I appreciate the likes and the comments. But I cannot force anybody to do anything that they don't want. We thank God. Today we're going to be talking about some philosophical things, very deeply spiritual. Okay, y'all know I'm a spiritualist, child. You know, again, most of my videos are philosophy and spirituality. I paid them ones dust. Is when I start talking about LGBTQ, homosexuality, everybody, hey, Father, Jesus, gay, hey, you say gay? Everybody not got that. But the ones that I talk about that will help your soul, that will help your mentality, that help your matter, you people pay dust. It doesn't have any tea, it doesn't have anything to shock it. Nothing at all. But when I talk about LGBTQ, talk about how your husbands they suck bula. Everybody not got that. Human beings like this place is not real. Like guy, how can this place be real? I'm making sense. We thank God. We move on, Sha. Whoo, Chad. I've talked about this before, how this life is intelligently, intentionally, and meticulously designed to be simple. It is. But we miss the point because of our ego, and we have created anything but simplicity. Look at this world. Just look around you. Just look around you. Nonsense. I need cretiela. Even the earth itself is responding to it. If you know, you know. There's a whole lot of things happening in the world and the universe at large. You know, the earth is responding to the changes. But we have created malarkey. And as a result, life for the average human being is anything but simple. And we all feel this pain. Philosophers call it existential pain, which is okay for the most part. Even though life is designed to be simple, it's also designed to be able to handle existential pain because of the human reality, okay? Humans we're just a hot mess, and we create mess everywhere we go. But life is designed to be able to handle it. Mess is not supposed to be the default, but mess is here. It is what it is. Think about it like as an airplane. An airplane is supposed to, you know, take off, ride, and land smoothly. But then the airplane also goes through turbulence, okay? It's designed to be able to go through turbulence, but the default is not to stay in turbulence, but it's designed to be able to handle it. What we have created is turbulence. We created turbulence from beginning till the end, to the point that some of us don't even make it. It's like some airlines that even make it, you know, like and land safely. This is the life that we have created for ourselves. And I say we, I put myself in that equation because I'm part of the mess, Chad. The difference that I do my best through intentionality to not perpetuate that malarkey. I do my best to distance myself from all of that. Okay, so I can go home, and that's part of what I want to talk to you guys about. So please pay attention. Please, I'm actually literally begging, Chad. I'm begging, okay? Because I know these kind of videos get dust, okay? The ones that I love to check out are the ones that I show my body. I show my slim waist. I show my ass. You know, I talk all kinds of vapid shit and talk about Nicki Minaj and talk about Cardi B and who's fucking who and who's sucking who. That's the one you people like, homosexuality. But this one, I am literally begging that you pay attention because we are all in this shit together and this shit goes deep. Gewante, Biko, and please. As a human being, there are two things: incarnation and reincarnation, okay? First of all, let's define what being a human being is. To be a human being is to be a reduced form of being. As in, this is not what God intended us to be, okay? This has been unpacked in so many different religions, starting with the Abrahamic religions. You know, I know the Christianity, a lot of people are Christians. You know, the Bible kind of talked about that in Genesis, which is not literal, by the way. It's there metaphoric, you know, just kind of, you know, representative of what happened to us on a much deeper spiritual level. Adam and Eve are not literal people. The Garden of Eden is not a literal place. It's just a representation of what happened. How God created man in God's own image of a creator. And we have fallen from grace. So as a result, we went from being man, a collective consciousness, to being human. To be human means to be earth man. We have reduced ourselves. God created the earth and gave us dominion and the audacity to rule this thing. But instead, we have converted this thing to nonsense and rubbish. So to be human is a reduced form of being, sort of like a slumber in a sleeping state. We have created this for ourselves. To incarnate as a human is part of the process, you know, it's part of the order. It is what it is. But to reincarnate is not a good thing, okay? There are different reasons why people reincarnate, you know, beings or human beings reincarnate. But the main reason why most people reincarnate is because you fucked up the first time, because you didn't get it right the first time. And this may not be your first reincarnation. Probably not, okay? A lot of people have reincarnated several times. And when I mean several times, I'm not just talking about 14, 15. I'm talking about trillions of times. You may not believe it, you may not take it serious. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. It doesn't matter if you remember your past life. Trust me, you really don't want to remember your past lives. Trust me on this one. Now I'm gonna break that down. Maybe in this video, maybe in a later video as to why you do not want to remember your past lives. Every single time you reincarnate, this is your opportunity to get it right. This is your opportunity. The entire slate is wiped. You start all over again. And your life right now is intentionally designed as a karma to not just your past life, but your past lives. As in, every single thing you've done in your entire life has brought you to this reality right now. Do you understand? There's no mistake. Literally no mistake whatsoever. This is especially if you believe in God, okay? All my Christians, Nigerians, pay attention. All of you people in Nigeria trying to japa. Hey, you're complaining. Why is my life like this? Or why is my life? It's because of you. Oh, go on. Now you cause some. Yes. If you don't like the life that you're living right now, it's you. Cause and effect. It's you. When I tell you most people don't understand karma, I'm not making this shit up. Karma, it does not miss. It does not miss a beat. No matter how minute your thoughts, your actions, anything you do, everything is in consideration. You will be held accountable no matter what. Your incarnation or reincarnation is you. Your past life and your past lives are considered in incarnating and reincarnating you. Like I said, most people, I believe that this number is like 99% of people, in my opinion. Okay, I could be wrong about that. I'm still studying these things. Most people, about 99% of people, are reincarnations. And you know what's sad about most of these people who are reincarnated. Maybe I shouldn't say sad because that means moral judgment, and I should not be given moral judgment. I'll do another episode breaking down why you should never judge. Okay, judgment in general, but for the most part, I understand. Living in duality, humans we can't really go without judgment in general. Okay, but moral judgment, you should not give moral judgment, okay, because that kills you. Actually, I'll break that down in a different video. I don't want this one to take too long, so maybe I shouldn't say sad, but since I live in duality, fuck it, it is what it is. What's really interesting and quite unfortunate with a lot of people, even though 99% of people in my opinion are reincarnates, most of those people will also be reincarnated, because look at us what we're doing. Look at what we're doing with the time we have right now. What a fucking time to be alive. Do you understand what it means to reincarnate over a billion, trillion to the trillionth time, and you're still doing nonsense and rubbish in a life that is so designed to be simple? Designed to be simple. Because the ego remembers you every single time you come back here. The ego knows what your soul is susceptible to, and it comes right back to you with the exact same fuckery. And we fall for this shit every single goddamn time. Hey, Jesus. Take my yoke. Mine is light. Yours is heavy. Those were the words of Jesus. This being saw us from where he was or she was or they were, whatever. I don't get involved with these pronoun wars, Chad. All this shit is vain to me. And loved us so much that he decided to come show us the way. And this man came to show us the way. Couldn't be me, Chad. Couldn't be me, because look, I'm trying to go home, because once I'm gone from this bitch, I'm not coming back to this place to do what? To pay taxes, to do nonsense and rubbish. I'll pollute you, we'll be stuck in our stomach in, acting sweet and acting this. Nah, I'm good, man. Once I'm done, I'm done. But can you imagine the level of sacrifice to come back to this place to show us the way? And he did it in the most humble way, in the most simple way. This man was born in a country, in a region, Jesus of Nazareth. Can anything come from Nazareth? A place that is dead, a place that nothing grows, a place that is cancer. The part of the world that is no one, who gives a shit about Nazareth or Bethlehem, who gives a fuck about a place like that? A child of a mayor carpenter, mother a virgin, a place. The dude was poor. He was a nobody, to show you the way that if I can do it, you can do it too. And his number one message is divine love. Not love, divine love. Let me repeat it again. Jesus, Yahweh, Yahshua, whatever the fuck his name was, Chad, was where he was chilling, sipping margarita, and he saw us doing nonsense and rubbish inside this planet. Just look at us. Hey, Father. A lot of us don't even know that we're suffering. Like, we're so used to suffering. We have this loser mentality. We think this is life. You think this is life? This is not life. You are meant to have life and have it abundantly. You're not supposed to be working for a living. It's sad that there's 7 days in a week, and 5 of those days, you are a fucking slave to a system, a capitalist system. 9 to 5, you clock in, you clock out. They're doing this nonsense and rubbish. You just have Saturday and Sunday to do what? To watch blue film, a boncha, and just that's it. This is it, and you be doing this thing till 65. You graduate. Sorry, you retire and then you die, and then that's it. This is it. Hell, fucking no. This man saw this. Out of genuine love and compassion, came to show us this is not life. We keep reincarnating to this bitch. Keep coming back to this bitch. And he came to show us the way to go back home. And he said, divine love. Let me unpack what divine love is. To divinely love someone means unconditional love. You must love yourself, the entirety of your being. All. 100%, because there is no mistake. This is especially if you say you believe in God. A lot of y'all say you believe in God. Child fucking please. Hey, Jesus. Lele, you. Adiego. You go to church every Sunday, Monday, Saturday, you go and pray, praying and fasting inside church, and on that good in your mouth will be smelling everywhere. You believe in God. Child, you don't know a damn fucking thing about what you think you believe. If you believed in God, look in the mirror. You would appreciate God's creation in you. Because there's no fucking mistake. Not a single mistake. Nothing. Before you were born, God knew you. Your trials, your tribulations, your challenges, all of that. Your height is perfect. Your skin color is perfect. Your nose, you see this my nose that look like it's from Abia State, Abba? Perfect. Not a single thing wrong with it. Your waistline, your ass, your tits, your hair texture, your skin color, perfect. Not a single thing is wrong with who you are. You must love yourself unconditionally first. The world will tell you no. That's what the world is supposed to do. Because something else was cast away from the heavens down here. It roams this world looking for who to devour. It is the ruler of this world. It has created systems of perversion to have your soul trapped in this bitch. And those systems tell you that you're not good enough. They tell you that you're too black. As a black person, you're not beautiful. You're not smart. As a gay person, you're not good enough. As a this, as that. All of these ridiculous vain standards to have you trapped here. They tell you you're not good enough. They came for Jesus. Even he knew that. He still came to show you the way. That's what makes him the lamb that was slain, by the way. And I'm going to elaborate later on. Hopefully I remember. To show you they will come for you. They will slander you. You will be slandered. You will be bullied. They will come for you, but don't be afraid. They can only hurt your body, not your spirit. The only person who can taint your spirit, taint your soul, is you. Only you. And even at that, it is easier for you to climb Mount Everest 1,000,000 times than for you to actually successfully taint your own soul. This is because your default is goodness. In your soul, the Spirit of God runs through you. God makes no mistake. So you taint your own soul and you create suffering. Your suffering is you, and you have till your last breath in this time to get it right. If not, back to the shit you come. The world will try you. They will tell you you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not good looking enough. You're not tall enough. You're not whatever the fuck. It is their job. You must fight it. Take my yoke. Mine is light. Yours is heavy. Thus says the Lord who in the Nigeria Kwante. Now I'm gonna break that down. What that process of loving yourself unconditionally is. Like I said, the world will come for you. The way to overcome is to limit encounter with the word. I'm not saying to cut everybody off, fool. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm not trying to tell you to cut people off. I mean, you could if you want to. There are some people that need to be cut off, child. Let's just be honest. You better get that scissor. Snip, snip, snip. Get the fuck out. Limit encounter with the word. The word is reeking of perversion. I don't like to use that word perversion because at the end of the day, karma cancels out everything. I'm going to explain later on why, maybe a different episode why I don't like to use certain words. Perversion is actually an illusion. And I'll break it down why perversion is an illusion, why I don't like to use it, because karma cancels it out, making it an illusion. Break it down a whole different episode, but if you know, you know. People who are spiritually sound, you probably understand what I'm talking about. So I don't like to use that word perversion. But the world is reeking of so much perversion to keep you dormant, to keep you pacified, to keep you chained to this place. The ego is also an illusion. I'll break that down. I've actually broken that down on multiple episodes as to how the ego exists. It exists because you give it power. It cannot exist if you don't give it power. This is why it traps you and convinces you to keep perpetuating your own fuck shit. That's the only way that it exists. This is why the Bible said, resist the devil, it will flee from you. Once you get rid of it, it will die. It will not exist within you anymore. But that's a whole nother conversation. It's difficult to get rid of it because this thing is very powerful. But that's a whole nother conversation. Limit encounter with the world. Be intentional with who you fuck with, what you do, where you go, everything. Be intentional. I'm being honest with you. Limit encounter. Simplicity is the way. If it is not simple, leave it alone. If it is not easy in your soul, leave it alone. I'm not saying that life is supposed to be easy. I don't think life is supposed to be easy. I think life is supposed to challenge you. To challenge is not necessarily a bad thing. Humans need challenge because without challenge, we get complacent. If something doesn't challenge you, you probably just sit there and be like, okay, whatever. Our souls have traveled here to learn something, to take something away from this experience, to go home. Okay, that's a whole nother conversation as to what the fuck we're doing in this thing called life. That's a whole nother conversation. That incarnation part is a beautiful thing. It's an honor. I'll break that down as to why to incarnate as a human is beautiful. Like you have won the fucking lottery. It's supposed to be simple. It's supposed to be easy in your spirit. You're supposed to have life and have it abundantly. You're supposed to wake up every single day excited like a motherfucker because God damn, I won the fucking lottery. I could have been anyone. I could have been anything. I could have been, but I'm here. I'm here to breathe oxygen, to see color, to see green, to eat ice cream and enjoy ice cream, to enjoy sex, to enjoy food, to enjoy traveling, to enjoy life, to enjoy human. What an honor! What a time to be alive. But look at what you have done. Created nonsense and rubbish. Simple is the way. Easy does it. Gaze your eyes upon Jesus. Da, 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 da. And the things of this world will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory. And I don't even know what I'm singing, but you get the point. Gaze your eyes upon Jesus, and the things of this world will grow strangely dim. Jesus said, no one can come to you and tell you that the kingdom of God is there or there, because the kingdom of God is already inside of you. Your body is a temple of God, which means that God lives within you. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, which is already inside of you, and everything else will be added unto you. It's inside of you. Simple. The way to be. All of us are different too. As I am, I'm different. You will never find anybody like me. They may have similar, characteristics and things like that, but they will never be me. And likewise. And the way to be me is inside of me. It is the most simple thing to be. The word tells me that I'm weird. I'm telling you, I'm antisocial and all kinds of buffoonery. I roll my eyes. Shout out to thick skin. There's something you need to invest in because what we are fighting in this world, powers and principalities in higher places, you better be fucking prayed up. The fact that so many people are just doing nonsense and rubbish, like I don't understand how you people are able to survive this thing. But we thank God, that's a whole nother conversation. Y'all better be prayed up. Okay, because that shit goes deep and dark. Like I said, I'm trying to go home. I'm not trying to come back to this bitch again. Like I'm tired, child. Y'all can have this horse shit. I'm done. Whoo, girl. I'm trying to do my best, grab my purse and be gone. When my God calls me home, y'all can have this shit. Nothing, nobody, anything in this world is exciting enough for me to even spend 1 second. When that act comes, say Uche, let's go. Dede, let's go. Dede. Mara Chineke can go to Kuraka. Aya abha lubel mabubel aya ala. Because I'm done with this shit. Okay, I'm respecting the powers that brought me to this world. Not a damn thing here matters to me anymore. It is what it is. And simple is the way. It's inside of you. That which comes simple to you, do it. The world will criticize you. They say the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's the observer that will be able to be like, oh yeah, they're weird. Or they're not weird. They're cute. They're not. But to you, you just are. You're just being that which comes natural to you. Obey the laws, though, before I want to make sure you obey the laws. Make sure you do your best. All those things. But simple. If it comes simple to you, simplicity is subjective. I hope you're picking up what I'm saying. It's subjective. What's simple to me may not necessarily be what's simple to you. Maybe being a medical doctor comes simple to you. To me, like, I can't be bothered with that shit. Okay? Maybe being simple is working at Walmart and calling it a day. That's what comes simple to me. Work at Walmart and call it a day. I'm going to do exactly that. And you shouldn't judge me. I mean, you could, but when you judge, you suffer. You suffer twice. Again, I'm gonna break it down why you should never give moral judgment at all, but especially moral judgment. Do that which comes simple to you and be and easy to your spirit, but ultimately do your best. Love, this is how you love yourself unconditionally first. You see all of you, the entirety of you, and you make peace with that which is within you first. Unconditional love for oneself, then you love someone else the exact same way. I'm going to break that down even further in a minute. The law of reciprocity states you cannot give what you don't have, and you cannot receive what you don't give. Only in having unconditional love for yourself first would you be able to find somebody who loves you unconditionally, and would you be able to give unconditional love. Shout out to RuPaul. Mama Ru said, if you can't love yourself unconditionally, child, how the hell you gonna find somebody else to love you? It's not making sense. Like mathematically, it's not equating. It makes sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? Love is not Valentine's Day. They'll buy you card or flowers, but they're cheating on you behind closed doors. They'll text you every birthday, happy birthday, shake coke in your head. You think you have somebody, Motibo. That's not love. Oh, they'll fly you to Dubai. Nothing wrong with flying to Dubai. You can fly me to Dubai. Yeah, I like good things too. Guy, while I'm here, I might as well enjoy life. But that's not love. After they have done this for you, done this akwoge, they'll beat you, they'll do this, they'll slander you. The same person claiming to love you is the same person gossiping about you. If you see the things that they are talking about you, in fact, you block the entire generation. That ain't no fucking love. Unconditional love comes from a place where time does not exist, in life and in death. I'm a coach, and one of the things I tell my clients is the person you think you love, imagine that you saw the future, because it's very difficult. It's impossible for humans to see the future, okay? Unless you have the prophetic, what's it called, gift. Imagine that person has a gun in front of you, and you've seen the future that they are going to pull that trigger, and the trigger will go off and it will kill you. Would you still love the person? Most people will say no. Then it wasn't love to begin with. Let that sink in. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. If you were to see a vision that will definitely come true, for sure, you know that it's going to come true, that the person you claim to love will take your life, would you still love them? If the answer is no, then it wasn't love to begin with. This is some deep ass shit. Okay? True love is unconditional. Now, just because you know somebody's going to hurt you doesn't mean you should be there like Mumu. No, you better react accordingly. Because I'm going to be honest with you right now. If I know that you're going to hurt me, you just get the fuck out. It's giving lawsuit, it's giving restraining order. Child, get the fuck out of my life, okay? But it will only be reactive to that. Only. It will not be a detriment to your own being. It will not be a dismissal of your entire being. If anything, because I love you unconditionally, like I love myself, I will feel emotionally empathetic for you because I can only imagine what you're going through. You have to be hurting because hurt people hurt people. The fact that you want to hurt someone like me that has done nothing wrong to you, someone who really wishes you nothing but the best, that tells me that you're hurting because hurt people hurt people. And I will love you from afar. Still get the fuck away from me, Chad. Cause nah, I'm not playing this horse shit with you. But I would never stop loving you. Not in life, not in death. The way some of y'all talk about y'all exes, hey, Father, you want to date me? Hey, I'm single by choice, and I'm actually convinced I'm gonna be single till I leave this world. I'm more than comfortable with that because the dating pool right now, it's smelling. Some of y'all looking for boyfriends and girlfriends, and there are good people out there. Don't get me wrong, but for majority of y'all, child, couldn't be my black ass. Hell, fucking no. The way y'all talk down about your exes, I don't see all kinds of raggedy ass memes about exes. My ex this, my ex that. It was never love to begin with. The fact that's what you really feel about your ex. The person you once upon a time opened your mouth to say you love, and now you're trash talking them without looking in the mirror, without even accepting from the universe that this was a lesson, because life is the best teacher. That's reflective of you. It was not love to begin with. Unconditional love never runs out because it comes from a place where time doesn't exist. Think about it. Do you stop loving yourself? No, you don't. Ooh, chat. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this video too long. It's probably very long. I know a lot of people have very little attention span, unless if I'm here spilling tea and talking about Cardi B's ass or Nicki Minaj popping her pussy, because that's the kind of shit that y'all love, chat. Anything, every negativity, okay? Spilling tea, everybody and their mama just gathered together with their popcorns and, the tea kettles ready to sip tea. But here, how about a guru? Something that will be useful to you, people pay it does. And you wonder why your life is doing kata kata butu butu. You wonder why everything in your life is falling apart. Life is the best teacher. Oh. Hey, father. Life truly is the best teacher. Like, everything in this world has been designed to challenge you enough for growth. It's just most people sleep through class. And when the tests come, you fail. And you still lack the accountability to look in the mirror. Yeah, blaming village people. People in the village. Innocent village people have suffered in this world. Aye. On behalf of all the village people in the world, eh? I advocate for village people. It's not their fault that they're village. Me, I'm a village person, actually. You understand? It's not their fault that they are born and raised in the village. Somebody has to occupy the village. But because you lack accountability, because you lack the ability to look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable, you blame somebody else for your own fuck shit. But it's you. It's you. The way to survive this world is to be selfish with your energy. You have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. You have to be. Doesn't matter what it is, who, where, what. If it does not have your name on it, if it does not give simplicity, if it is not easy in your soul, bye bye. No exceptions. A lot of people like to make exceptions because of family, because of blood. Chad, not all blood is family, Chad. Okay? Not all family is blood either. Okay? Like they said, I did that one episode breaking it down. Blood is thicker than water. It's a misquote. The real quotation is the blood of a chosen covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So your chosen family, be careful choosing family. Don't be choosing anybody like left and right and center. Take your time, because in Yana, what we are dealing with here, powers and principalities. Don't forget, be careful choosing. But if you are, in order for you to find those kind of people, you have to start with yourself first. Love yourself unconditionally first, because charity begins at home. If you, in loving yourself, are blessed enough to find people who love you, bro, who love you, 1+1=1. Not only are you truly blessed by God Almighty, remember that you are a minority. You're probably the only person who knows what that tastes like in your zip code, believe it or not. Don't even get me started with all kinds of raggedy ass, dusty ass, struggle ass relationships out here, Chad. They look good on the outside. Girl, if you know what was happening on the inside, do you know how many sexless marriages? Ask your parents when was the last time they fucked. The dead ass for some of y'all that are still married. Their parents are still married. Ask them their sex life if you have the balls, child. They're probably not fucking. A lot of families, especially heterosexual relationships, are together because of the kids. They're just together because you can't afford to separate your way. You know what I'm saying? Go your way. The housing market is damn fucking ridiculous. The economy is bad. COVID exposed a lot of this nonsense. Divorce rate went up during COVID. A lot of relationships are based on tolerance. And I talked about this before. You're not supposed to build a relationship on tolerance. Tolerance is a good thing. When you're meeting someone for the first time, when you're getting to know somebody for the first time, you tolerate people that are different from you, because I don't know you. I don't have anything in common with you apart from the fact that we're human beings occupying space and time. So as a result, I'm going to tolerate you. That is a Christian quality, but you don't build a relationship on tolerance. You build a relationship on true unconditional love, and that takes time to build, starting with yourself. Like they say, life is very short, truly, and thank God Almighty that it's short. It doesn't matter if you past at 10 years old or 100 years old. Matter of fact, it doesn't even matter if you pass at a million years old. Hopefully not that long too. Not that long either, Chad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be doing this horse shit for that long. But still, compared to the infinity of your soul, a million years is still very short. Life is short. This is your opportunity to get it right. Do your best. Do your best. Your best is good enough on the grand scheme of things. On the more simple scheme of things, or whatever you want to call it, your best is really trash. If I'm being honest, it's like Jesus said, your righteousness is like filthy rags. It's true. Your best, because you're a fallen being, so your best is just malarkey. I can imagine some aliens somewhere laughing at us doing nonsense. Like, yeah, they're fighting over skin color. They're fighting he, she, they, them. They're fighting over who's taller, who's this is bigger, who's this and that. They are putting plastic inside their ears so that their shit will look bigger. You know? Do you know? Do you know how inflatic? Ah, father. Oh my God, human beings. You know, I'm actually glad I'm a human being because I'm enjoying this. Even on my bad days, Chad. Like, I don't want to be here on my bad days, but sometimes, when I see what we do, like I just crack up. Like it just got to be like, what the fuck? Like, what a time to be alive. Like humans, bro. Whoo, Chad. I'm sure there's some body of aliens somewhere studying us. You know what I'm saying? Your best on its own is not good enough. Like, your best stinks. But this is the beauty of the grace of Christ. And I highly doubt a lot of Christians understand what Christ is. I highly doubt that a lot of Christians understand how Jesus truly was the lamb that was slain. A person who did no wrong still sacrificed himself to come here to show us the way. His grace covers us. This is why your best is good enough. And you shouldn't judge people. You shouldn't. Because that, hopefully, is their best. Do your best. My best may look weird to you. My best may, somebody else's best may take them in and out of jail. Somebody else's best may be they're addicted to some type of opioids or something like that. Somebody else's best may be to be single. Somebody else's best may be to have some type of terminal venereal disease or whatever the situation is. That is their best. This is temporary. The goal is to go home. That's it. Do your best and don't judge. Do your best. Simple is the way. Easy does it. Your best is good enough through Christ. Through the sacrifice of our Creator, through the sacrifice of God. Do your best. If not, back to the shit you come. I know a lot of y'all don't believe in reincarnation. Okay. Back to the shit you come. Okay? You're going to keep coming back again and again and again and again and again. Ooh, Chad. And again. You are going to continue coming back, eh? Father, can you imagine doing this nonsense again? Over and over and over and over and over and over and over a million times. I don't think you want that. I know for sure I don't want that. Maybe some of y'all do. Hell fucking no. You may say you want that right now because your karma right now makes this life seem as, palatable. It's very it's very cushionable, it's very, comfortable. But your next life you may not be as comfortable. It may not be as you may not be as privileged. You may not have the privileges and the fine things of this earth as you have right now. And that is very dependent on what the fuck you're doing right now. Do your best. You will get it right. We will be okay, all of us, myself included. But wouldn't you want to get it right now? Do you really want to wait for later to get it right? Or you can get it right now. And I'm going to talk about why you should not try to dig into your past lives. There are certain people, okay, that are reincarnates because they chose to be here, okay? Those are light workers. They're the less than 1%. That's probably not you, okay? Most light workers don't even know that they're light workers. And in a way, they chose to not remember, to not know that they're light workers, because the way the ego works, it holds on to anything that you deem valuable, okay? So when those people were reincarnated as light workers, a lot of them chose to not remember that they're light workers so that they can just be. Let your light so shine before men that they may glorify your Father in heaven. A lot of these people work in nursing, work in teaching. A lot of them are teachers, actually. They have noble professions. Some of these people are artistic people. These are some of the people that you just cannot hate them. Like, even if you try, you don't have to be a fucking psychopath to not like these people because they just exude light. Okay, probably not you. Most people who reincarnate into this world is because you fucked up before. Okay, you should not be trying to look into your past life because you were subdued by the ego. You being reincarnated with a clean slate is for your own advantage because of how the human mind clings on to past trauma. Okay? Whew, Chad, this gives me goosebumps talking about this. Looking into your past lives, I'm it's possible. It's very, very possible. What I'm saying? There are people who understands the mathematics that courses the universe beyond life and death. Those people do exist. Okay, a lot of them are DBS, babalawos, and so on and so forth. They're really into that, and a lot of them will warn you. Okay, if they're doing it right, they'll warn you to not look into the past because you may open a Pandora box that you may not be able to handle. Remember, you were not able to handle it before, hence why you failed, and hence why you're back here again. This is a clean opportunity for you to start all over again, okay? Now, your body sometimes will remember. Your mind may, remember through dreams and things like that. And sometimes your soul, there will be like marks of your past life in your soul. A lot of times these things will manifest itself through phobias and philias. Okay, I like to use those two words because they are, I don't want to say unhealthy, but this is how your soul remembers. If you have an extreme attraction to something, someone, or some place that you cannot explain, that is your soul remembering past lives. And if you have an extreme phobia, aversion towards something, someone, or some place, that is also your soul remembering. There are people who have a lot of compulsion for things that they don't know how to explain. I think I remember reading about this lady who had some type of extreme compulsion somewhere in Europe. She didn't know how to explain it. Like, she just felt like she's lived there before. Like, she has a very strong affinity towards the place. And she didn't understand it until she went there and she felt at home and she packed her bags, she moved. That's your soul remembering, okay? Things like that. You have extreme attraction towards someone or a group of people or something or a place. Is your soul remembered? That could be something that crushed you in the past. There's also extreme aversion, extreme phobia. You don't know why you have certain kinds of phobias. Like, some people have extreme phobia for snakes. Extreme. Like, they'll start hyperventilating. You don't know why. Snakes are beautiful creatures, you know what I'm saying? But extreme, and I understand fear of snakes. Chad, I have fear of snakes too, Chad. You know what I'm saying? Because hell no, I don't care if the snake is vegetarian. Hell fucking no. But they're beautiful creatures created by God Almighty, and they deserve love and respect. It's unfortunate that people kill them. It's unfortunate. But there are people who have extreme phobia for snakes, and not just snakes. Extreme phobia for a whole lot of things. That is your soul remembering. Trust me. You do not want to tap into that Pandora box because it crushed you in the past. You do not want that to follow you into this life. So the veil of forgetfulness, the clean slate that you have right now is actually for your own advantage. Keep it and do your best here, right now. If not, back to the shit you come. Now, like I said, it's unfortunate that a lot of this message is going to fall on deaf ears. A lot of people, the algorithms keep suppressing me, because, I am waking people up from the slumber. If I was, again, talking about vapid shit, ass, sex, and this and that, sucking and fucking, the algorithm would like me. Pranks this and pranks that, and memes this. Everybody in that mama will be on my dick. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm talking truth to power, the algorithms will suppress me because the algorithm is a god of its own. It's a god. When an algorithm costs $1 trillion, Chad, that is a god of its own and is intelligently designed to suppress people like me. And I know a lot of y'all will pay dust, especially my people, my African people, because I'm not talking about business. Igbo people, I'm not talking about business. I'm not talking about Bobrisky. I'm not talking about anything that has to do with, So as a result, this will fall on the deaf ears. Even though you say you love me, Motibo, a lot of you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I do. Now me, they love you. You don't even love yourself, but I say more, yeah, I love. I know if Anyway, for the 2.5 of you people that give a shit about my message, I hope you're able to take something away from this. You are the light of the word, and I mean that as cliche as it sounds, dead ass. And the way to impact the word is to be. I think a lot of us we have this idea that the way to change the word is that we got to do something big, big and grand. Like we have to have a verified Instagram account and fly to God and Pluto and announce the word and things like that. No, 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 no. The way to impact the word is within, as in heaven, so on earth. As beneath, so above. As within, so without. You start with yourself because charity begins at home. And trust me, I'm doing the exact same thing too, man. And it's difficult. I'm here with you. It's not easy because there's also a Bible verse that says, you do not want to be the preacher that on judgment day the people that you preach to end up in heaven and you end up in hell. Okay? I always remember that. So it's difficult. My challenges may be different from yours, but still challenges nonetheless. We are in this shit together. Although easy is not easy. And this is because of the word we've created, the life we've created, but we got it. Simple is the way, okay? And I know, like I said, this will fall on deaf ears. And maybe when I'm dead and gone, maybe people start discovering my videos and be like, he was even making sense. So it's really interesting how this is how we when somebody dies, then we start hearing about them. We start talking about, this guy was actually smart. What's his name? Ted Kaczynski, I think that's his name. The Unabomb bomber, whatever his name is. Wrote a manifesto. I'm not condoning what he did, Chad. I'm not. I'm not a violent person. But in his manifesto, he talked about how the reason why you know about me is because I had to commit all these atrocities. If not, you would pay me dust. And he kept it real. A lot of people, everyone actually that I know who has read his manifesto has actually admitted that he was a smart person. But you know that he's a smart person after he did what he did, which is unfortunate. How we pay each other dust, unless it has something to do with negativity. Hence why they say negative news travels faster than light is also we had a problem. We had a problem. Yeah, I don't understand karma. Chinaka. The fear of God, the fear of karma, the fear of mathematics is the beginning of wisdom. When you see how everything points right back to you. Nigerians, pay attention, especially in Igbo. Pay attention. Africa, pay attention. It's us. You want something better? Start with yourself. Again, unfortunately, this video probably won't go viral. Probably, more than unlikely, won't go viral unless I was talking about sucking dick and shaking ass and Cardi V and Nicki Minaj, Beyonce and Beehives and the Barbs. But we thank God. And to all the other people, the real people that this video will come across, the 2 of y'all or 3 of y'all, do your best. Do your best. Everything in this world is fleeting like the wind. Read Ecclesiastes. The entire book is very short. Read it. Very stoic philosophy. Read it. Everything is vanity. Everything in this illusion called life will be taken from you, if not now, in death. Heaven is a goal. Home is a goal. Let's go home. Do your best. Here, now. Uche, peace and love.